From the Mount Washington Radio Group online newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie. Conway police have confirmed that human remains found shortly after the disappearance of North Conway teenager Abigail Hernandez in October are those of a North Conway man who went missing in the summer of 2006. Lieutenant Chris Perley says his department was recently notified by the New Hampshire Medical Examiner's Office that bones found by searchers in a wooded area near the base of Cranmore Mountain in North Conway during the initial search effort for Hernandez after she disappeared October 9th are those of John Sweeney of Mechanic Street, who disappeared July 29th, 2006. Sweeney was 52 at the time. Perley declines to characterize what remains were found, but says his department did provide DNA evidence from Sweeney's family members to the medical examiner to assist in the investigation based on a hypothesis they may have been Sweeney's. Members of Sweeney's family have been notified of the positive identification. Here's Perley.
It's tragic to know that his life ended, but it is somewhat satisfying that we can bring the case to closure and some semblance of peace to the family, knowing that he isn't out and about and that he's resting in peace.
Abigail Hernandez has now been missing for more than 3 months, and the search for her continues. Anyone who may have seen her or knows where she is asked to call the toll-free FBI tip line at 1-800-CALL-FBI or Conway Police at 603-356-5715. The Democratic candidate to fill the unexpired term of the late District 1 Executive Councilor Ray Burton, who was a Republican, says he's honored to receive the endorsement of Burton's family. Mike Cryan says in a press release he's been endorsed by Burton's sisters Joan Day of Concord and Mary Grimes of Columbia, and by Burton's brother Steve Burton of Hanover. The popular Burton was admired for bringing people together and providing excellent constituent service. The longest-serving executive councilor in the history of New Hampshire, he died in November of cancer before finishing his latest term as councilor. Cryans faces Republican Joe Kenney in a special election for Burton's seat set for March 11th. In Maine news, the panel has approved a measure that would restore $40 million in revenue sharing for the state's cities and towns. Majority Democratic lawmakers on the Appropriations Committee unanimously approved the measure without Republican lawmakers present late yesterday, drawing swift criticism from the GOP. The measure would be funded through new revenue the state is now projected to get, about $21 million from Maine's Rainy Day Fund and $4 million from a fund that saves for future income tax decreases. Democratic Senator Dawn Hill of York, co-chair of the committee, says Republicans chose not to come to vote on the bill, but Senate Republican leader Michael Thibodeau of Winterport says committee members were told the vote was taking place today and were shocked to learn the vote had taken place. In sports, in women's college basketball, UConn is still number one in the Associated Press poll after cruising to 2 more victories. In men's basketball, Syracuse is the first unanimous number one in the AP college basketball poll since Duke had the top spot for 6 weeks in 2010-2011. Lowell, Mass got a 73-64 win over New Jersey Institute of Technology last night, and Delaware beat Northeastern 80-67. 4-time defending champion Boston College will play Northeastern in the championship game of the 62nd annual Bean Pot at TD Garden next Monday night. Boston College beat arch rival Boston University 3-1 last night in the opening round of the tournament, and Northeastern beat Harvard 6-0 to advance. In the weather today, a winter storm warning in effect from 4 o'clock tomorrow morning until 7 o'clock Wednesday night. Mostly sunny today, highs around 30 with light winds. Becoming cloudy tonight with snow after midnight. Snow accumulation around an inch, lows around 15 to 18 with light winds. And snow Wednesday, total snow accumulation of 4 to 8 inches, 6 to 10 inches in southern Carroll County, highs in the upper 20s. From the Mount Washington Radio Group online newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie.